Hi, everyone. Well, today we're going to review another sample from our New York City, New York Metro Whiskey Meetup. This one I'm really excited about. This is Blanton'S Straight from the Barrel, 133.9 proof. And this sample is courtesy of my friend Bourbon Barry. Amazing guy. You gotta follow him. Great content. Just amazing reviews. Bourbon whiskey. He ventures into the worlds of Scotch, where many of us bourbon people do not want to venture. American single malts, where he's over time trying to get me and many others into those areas, and just so much more. Definitely follow Bourbon Barry. This is really exciting to me. So the story with me with Blanton'S, I purchased Blanton'S one time, and I overpaid. The regular Blanton'S, the 93 proof. I had a gift card, so I felt rich with that. I could be generous. It was full disclosure. It was $140, and I figured I'd never see it again. I have a gift card that paid for a good portion of it, so I did it. And I figured, all right, you know what? I'll just do it, and it was good. It was good. It was good. It wasn't $140 good. When I know that the MSRP probably for that regular Blanton'S should probably be around $60 maybe. We can argue about that. I don't know really what the right price is. It's certainly not $140. And I liked it. I kept the bottle. It's up on a shelf now. Haven't seen it, anywhere since. And when I do see it, it's similar ridiculous prices and sometimes $199. I've seen all prices. Have never even seen. That's all I've seen. The few times I see it, it's regular Blanton'S. This is Blanton'S straight from the barrel. Never seen it. So it's basically Blanton'S. All Blanton'S are single barrels. I think it was like the original single barrel, but instead of a 93 proof, this is a barrel proof. This is a barrel proof single barrel. So this is going to be exciting. 103.9 proof. I think this is going to be a hot one. Company Sazerac / Blanton'S Distilling Company. The distillery is Buffalo Trace. The age is non-age stated, but from what I understand from the regular Blanton'S, it's in the range of 6 to 8 years. I know that the flagship Buffalo Trace is, 7 to 8 years. So saying in that, 6 to 8 year range probably would make sense. This is Buffalo Trace, mash bill number 2. They don't disclose the mash bills officially, but this is supposed to be mash bill number 2, which is the higher rye mash bill. I've heard, somewhere between 10 and 15% would probably be safe. I've heard 12 to 15%, 10 to 15. So we'll call between 10 and 15% rye. Probably maybe if you go to the middle, it's probably like 12 to 13%, but definitely higher, a little bit higher rye than the mash bill number 1, which is less than 10%. And like I said, I've not seen this. I think if I was to see it, this would probably be under double in New Jersey. This would be under double glass and probably an armed counter because the regular stuff is insanely priced. I can't even imagine what this would be by me. Let's get this in the glass and let's see just how hot this is. Okay, so we got this poured in a glass. I can already smell this is going to be a good one. Let's go on the nose. Okay, well, amazingly, so the thing is, it's not the first barrel proof I've had. I've had plenty of stuff in this proof range. Certainly the Jack Daniels have here and a lot of other stuff. And it's surprisingly not. I was going to expect it would be absolutely killing me with the ethanol, and you're really feeling it. I'm not getting as much on the nose like that. It's actually a very pleasant smell. Smells a lot tamer than 133.9 proof. I do have a feeling it's going to change when I get to the palate, but it is, I'm getting, vanilla caramel, oak. I'm getting a bunch of typical bourbon smells, but it's not overpowering me with the with ethanol. But let's get to the all important taste. This is probably going to get hotter when I get to the taste. Cheers. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Tame on the palate, but wow, this is good. Coat in the glass. Look at that. Nice color. Oh, this is just so much better than the regular Blanton'S. Bland's 93 proof. And that's the thing that really it kind of gets me. Same thing with the 90 proof, Eagle Rare. They're so good. All of them are good, but they certainly in my state, New Jersey, and many other states, they just pump these prices up so much. And the proofs are just, not, El Motilli, the same thing. The proofs aren't even that high. But this is so much better Blanton'S than the regular one. I am getting burnt caramel, brown sugar, vanilla caramel, I'm getting heat with this. It's got everything in there that I would want in a barrel proof. This is really good. Big improvement over regular Blanton'S. I almost want to. I won't even insult this by this. I have the benchmark full proof, 125 proof. I always like kind of doing those against some higher proofs. You know what? Let's do it. Here we go. I always use this kind of like it's not that I ever expect this to be better than any of these, because it's not going to be, and this one may not even be close. But I always kind of like to use this as, you know, your $23 4-year-old young Buffalo Trace at 125 proof. And that's why I always say it's the best bang for the buck, because obviously this Blanton's is going to be better. It's not a matter of that. I just kind of want to see just, you know, how much. All right, well, let's go right to the taste. I'm going to benchmark full proof, which obviously, again, is a Buffalo Trace product, about 4 years old, a younger regular Buffalo Trace. This is mash bill 1. This is mash bill 2. I just want to see kind of the difference. Proof points are, you know within, you have, you know, eight proof points difference. All right, well, the Blanton'S is much better. All right. That doesn't even deserve to be here. But the point is, there's a big price difference. But that's just throwing a lot of unsophisticated heat, and this is throwing a lot of sophisticated heat. That's a kind of a crude expression, but that's kind of unsophisticated heat. This is sophisticated heat. But the point is you know, there's a big price difference. But anyway, let's get back to this one once more. All right, this is excellent. This is excellent. Obviously, depending on the price, you know, if the true MSRP, like I'm looking at Breaking Bourbon, and this is from 2016, it said the MSRP was $110, so it's probably more now. Would I pay $110 for this? Yes. Would I pay $100? You know, the regular Blanton'S at 93 proof at $140, you know, was ridiculous. Would I pay the MSRP for this if it was actual MSRP? Yes, I would, no doubt. But the prices I'm going to see, if I see them, would be ridiculous. And I am sure this thing would probably be, you know, in the range of $200-$300 or even more. Could be $400. I mean, I've seen crazy stuff in New Jersey. Bourbon Barry, thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough for this. And I'm going to have another one, another hot one coming up after this. We got a GTS. Wow, that's very exciting. But this is a good one. Again, definitely follow Bourbon Barry. If you're not, I mean, everybody loves Bourbon Barry, but if you're not following him, I definitely suggest you follow him. Thank you again for watching. We have more reviews to come. Cheers. Take care.